I'm so happy to be here and forcing you all to listen to me. But seriously, I want to start by asking you guys a question. How do you think I got here? Better question, how do you think you all got here? Have you ever looked back on your life and tried to find a turning point, a learning point, one plan or vision leading to one choice, decision that puts you here, where you are today? There are these people that when slumped together, lose their faces, and we call them they. For no reason at all, we take their word as truth, whether it's hurtful to me or hurtful to you. It's a mystery throughout history. They have spoken and we have listened, soaked in their position as our own thoughts and feelings. They say the earth is the center of the universe. They say when you meet somebody new, judge them by their skin first. If your child is quiet in class, he or she is dumb, and women should be paid a smaller net worth sum. They say failure is worthless. They say it's devastating and mortifying, disastrous and horrifying. They say it's wretched, rotten, rancid, and painful, appalling, shocking, staining, and shameful. It's these feelings and these thoughts that we fear, but it should not frighten us to hear what they say. And I know it's hard to separate your head from your heart when it tells you to go hide in the shadows, compels you into thinking you can't win your battles. And okay, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you won't. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't. It doesn't mean you don't. Try to defy them. They are wrong. But we're scared. We have this ridiculous notion that everyone at the top was born knowing what to do. There's a leap, a jump, 100 feet from the top, and everyone is afraid to fall. All the while, Woody and Buzz are falling in style, and at first we thought it was flying, but it's not. Those people at the top, they weren't born knowing what to do. They were born knowing nothing. Just like me and you. But they tried and they failed until finally they knew what worked. It's a combination, a consolidation of every success, event, test, regret that has ever crossed our minds. The lines in the sand have been drawn, we put our tough faces on, and we move forward. And with each step, the world changes. And that's what really scares us. Change. It's like a monster under our bed, daring us to come out from under the covers. Like a nightmare in our head, scaring us into the arms of our mothers. Like a thief in the night, change steals our sense of what we think is right and leaves us wondering, is change a good thing? Should things change? The paths we take, the choices we make, what if none of them are right or wrong? What if it's not what we choose, but just the fact that we are choosing? Because when we do nothing, choose nothing, nothing is what happens. Now, believe it or not, I learned all of this in high school and the following year. And it feels like a long time ago, but I know without that experience, I wouldn't be here. And I'm not talking about classes. I took Spanish, and with all that I managed to understand, I might as well have never gone to class, never raised my hand. No, what I'm talking about, the things that I've learned, I learned them on the softball field. That first day of freshman ball, I was so mentally weak. I didn't know what it meant to give it your all, to go home with sore muscles and sore feet. I didn't know what it meant to let down the person on your left shoulder, because if one of us gave up, the whole team had to start over. It was hard for me. I'd never done it before. And when the day ended and I pretended to be okay, heard my mother say, "How was your day? How did it go?" And I just said, "I don't know. Mom, I don't know if I can do this every day." She said, "Yes, you can. Try again." So I did. Every day I tried, and almost every day I almost cried, until little by little I dreaded it less. Little by little it caused me less stress. I wasn't the best. I could get faster, but I couldn't get fast. And yet little by little I began to last. From freshman team to JV, JV to varsity, I failed 1,000 times and gained 1,000 tries worth of knowledge until suddenly people were talking about college. Now, there's something you have to understand about a baseball player who's not a man, is that there is no Major League Baseball. There is no MLB. Division I softball, to me, was it. I mean, it was it. It was the impossible, the dream, the top, the 8-year-old who wants to be an astronaut, a football player, a cyborg, a scientist. It's such a long list of unattained wishes and uncrossed bridges. It reaches so high, it makes us wonder if it's even worth it to try. So imagine my surprise when one night my dad asks me if I want to take a chance, one with the lowest possible percentage of success. And imagine how surprised I was when I heard myself say yes. My biggest leap of faith was on a plane that carried me from California to Ohio, halfway across the country, faith in my own ability to try and succeed or survive the defeat civilly and with humility move on to my next adventure. A tryout. That was the deal. But Division I schools don't hold tryouts, not for real. They're put-ons, shams, administrative jokes. They've already recruited. They already know. They've handpicked their team from the lot, and they don't need me telling them they missed a spot. But I went. I saw. I got hit in the face with a ball. That's really true. And at the end of it all, do you know what they said to me? "We like you." I know. It surprised me too. But there was a catch. Of course, I wasn't in yet. They said, "Prove yourself to be a valuable member of this team, and your position will be solidified." Oh, good God. A chance within a chance. A dramatic tale of romance between me and my dreamed and Inception-themed olive branch on a tree that I was tired of climbing. So tired of climbing. And you're gonna think I'm lying, but just like that first day of freshman ball, I talked to my mom on the phone. I was in Ohio. And told her about it all. And she asked me, "What do you think?" I said, "I don't know. I think it's gonna be really, really hard. I think it's gonna be hard. I think it's not gonna turn out the way I want it to. I think I might fail." She said, "Yeah, but I think you should try." So I did. I practiced with them, suffered with them, laughed with them, made friends, fasted with them, all the while not yet knowing if I'd be allowed to stay, because it all depended on that first game day.
Now, number 24, McKenna Smith.
When you step onto the field, all eyes turn to you, burn into you, and the pounding of your heart can mean a loss or a win for you. Doubts creep into your core, seep into your mind, trying to make you unsure. It's them. they come back, attack you with what they say. It's okay to be nervous and scared, but the lie, their lie, is that you're out of your depth. You're unprepared. It's not true. Remember, you have given blood, sweat, and tears, been driven to defeat these very fears. What if I fail? Push it down. It's irrelevant. Benevolent thoughts are what matter now. Confidence can be fake. It does not take away from your strength, just helps to create a more powerful you. Someone who cannot be imprisoned by their philosophies, their atrocities against the power of the human mind, that enlightening shine that has forever freed you from their jail. Because you no longer think, what if I fail? Thank you.